Welcome back to Starsector. JC here, and on my roundabout way coming back, grabbing fuel, I found something very nice. Name pending. But I found me's a very nice no fun zone ship, and I fully kitted it out. Put the escort package in it because that's its role, and yeah, it's got a anti-shield in the front there and an anti-armor there. The rest is all point defense and definitely no fun zone, because Madam here has point defense as one of her skills, so this is definitely a mobile no fun zone. If I make that elite on her, which I'm contemplating, that'll add 200 to the range of these, so they'll go up to 550. That's only 50 less than the absolutely ridiculous no fun zone that the Raptor defense system does at range 600. Just yep, just so many shots at missiles and fighters and anything. Nothing would be able to get close to what it is escorting, which is ideal because this thing is other than these 3-point defense, it's a bit lacking in the point defense department, this ship. We're not going to talk about the other one, the capital ship, which I've already started slapping components onto. Let's just say it's got one of those. So complementing this, anti-shield, anti-armor, ah yes, lots of death. But enough of that. We have another quick little trip to do. We've got to go here. Won't take long. Hello, what we got? Staging point Eclipse. The Hegemony wants to take on... Oh. That was some interesting things that just happened there. Just captured a market. Now under our control from the Iron Shell. Oh my god. They're slowly taking over this system. Taken their... No, you took their larger military world, their size 6 military base. Oh my word. You mad lads. Madness. Which means now, militarily, Diable are stronger in that system because they've got a larger world. Oh my. That is interesting. So the Hegemony have decided, no, we're going to go and take... They're launching from this system, which is interesting, to come over to here and try and take the staging point. Well, that's not going to happen because we're not going to let that happen. Right. Oh, I need to ensure that. There you go, it's insured now. Right. Let's go. Enough of this. Got stuff to install in my home system. Hello, smuggler. I do not care. You don't need to veer away. I don't give a toss about what you're doing or where you're going. Got to chug through here, and we got to come all the way back again. MSV and Syndrian Dictate make peace with Tritachyon. Tritachyon have had enough of getting their asses handed to them and have basically stopped. I mean, it's Tritachyon. They'll do something questionable. And here we go. Go into here. Makeshift comm relay, and now I'm going to put down a makeshift sensor. Makeshift sensor array. See, I kept the materials on me. Proceed. Excellent. Let's go and visit base. Here. See how it's doing. Oh, that reminds me, talking of that, as I was on my way back, I got enough XP from having a profitable colony that I got my next level. So I've now got makeshift equipment, which means I use less supplies, which is handy. Next is obviously hull restoration, so that I can buy broken ships and repair them over time for free. That tiny little thing is just like, yeah, no, danger too. Ah, dear. That's it. I can just grab crew and it's still building and upgrading. That's why I've poured money into it to make it go quicker. Roll HQ, how much is that going to cost me? I'll drop that down to 6,000. I'd make a tiny amount of profit, but we'd be growing by what? Wow, 2% monthly, or I pay a bucket load of money and gain 3.6. Yeah, that's not happening. I don't care. Now that might change when this finally finishes upgrading. Oh wow, 23 days left on the upgrade on that. 23 days left on building the patrol HQ. Cool. Not like I can build anything else here, other than our research facility, which will go here, but it costs an absolute fortune. So probably not yet. I wasn't even talking about the absolute fortune to build it. It's the absolute fortune to monthly upkeep. So that's its raw maintenance. Because our maintenance is reduced a lot. Market upkeep modifier it reduces it by a lot because everything's being supplied inside my own faction, so it doesn't cost us much. Woohoo! But that's great and all, but we do now we got this. Yeah, somebody could come in and take these, but once I get patrol fleets, they'll guard them. And there you go, look, we're starting to see Hyperspace lanes. We'll say hyperspace lanes in like an area like that around here, which is nice. How long have we got? 51 days. I could just head over there and just... Invasion versus local defences in Superior, including other expected participants, evenly matched. Likely comprised of 2 fleets. I could actually pull out the big gun. It's not ready yet, and I hadn't decided on its full outfit. But pulling out a big gun like that for a system defense, yeah, that's reasonable enough. Let's go and pull a big gun out. We're going to equip a big stick, and we're going to beat the Hegemony half to death with a big stick. It's going to be the equivalent of, when are you going to learn an old man? Smack. We're not liked round these parts. Be gone. Those Luddic Pilgrim pilots aren't particularly that good. Just going to have to slow boat it through. There we go, job done. Pop into the system. That's a strategic task force, right? That doesn't have a big ship in it. The largest ship it has is, well, me. My one. My current flagship. It's just got a lot of cruisers. So let's see. Is there anything else available at this current juncture in time that could be of use to me? Note the price tag of the Maelstrom. Just 444,473 credits. I got it for less than 150. No, there's nothing on the market, but we're taking it out. Yes, I need more crew. Sticking it in there. Right. Do we have to go crew? How much crew do I need? 360. About 400 crew then. I now employ 1,400 crew. My monthly upkeep is still only 4. That skill is broken. And I like it. I rather enjoy it that way. Okay, now we need to build this one. So I'm going to pause this while I figure this out. And I'll bring you back when I've finally figured out how I'm going to build my battlecruiser. After much deliberation, I have gone for... It says Vanguard, and it is loosely based on the actual Vanguard one by virtue of small weapons. Because I wanted the anti-armor to be the big weapon, whereas on the other one it's the other way around, it's anti-shield, so I swapped out a lot of its weaponry for this. Got a lot of anti-shield, some small anti-shield in the front. Yeah, missiles could come in and strike this kind of direction, but it's fine. We've got some anti-shield down there, small stuff, range 500. A very nice anti-armor, because this thing may not fire quite fast enough. This thing will just tear stuff to bits. It's a very good weapon. A bit flux thirsty, so might have to be careful. Then we've got a main cannon and definitely a no fun zone in the back here. If you are small and susceptible to point defense, you're not surviving in the back here, because that's the Raptor defense system. No, nothing fighter or missile based gets into the back arc. Apart from the fact that almost every single side point it's got point defense on it. What you also have to remember is that this thing is going to be escorted by that thing, which is also a point defense no-fly zone. Downside with this, it only has a 90-degree frontal shield, so you've got to rely on the fact that you are narrow and point at your enemy. And hope. I think it's supposed to have like 25 of each. Oh, 27. So this is a much more thirsty, but then I've got stuff like the efficiency overhaul. Sure, I could drop efficiency overhaul and gain extra points in here. Or just wait and bake that in, and then the first thing I do is bump up the vents and the capacitors. Same difference. Right. This ship, as I'm potentially not going to be using it, I'll put those in to activate if I'm not in command. Same with what I did here. Oh, it's got fighters, so we'll slap that in. Hey, I'm wondering, why don't I transfer command to this straight off the bat? It's because this is only coming out for one battle, then goes away again. I don't actually want to be using this a lot. That puts me into a different weapons. No, a different bracket of missions. It's like, nah, I'm quite happy with my anti-cruiser stuff at the moment. So we're going to go visit the staging point. That's 3.7. Oh, of course I put efficiency overhaul on it. Yeah, 0.7 per day. Not bad. Fuel, though. Fuel's a problem. I didn't buy more fuel because I'm not going to be keeping the ship for all that long. So I don't want to fill up its fuel tanks. What we're going to do is we're going to travel over here. Oh, just slow down in time. travel over here and then we will pass time until said enemy fleet arrives, and then hope for the best. Something like that. Likelihood in these battles I will only be able to call in one ship, which is why I brought my biggest ship. To avoid the horrible flare of doom. Okay. I can restock on that later on. Oh, I carried some of these things along with me. Yeah, fine, they can go back. Not that much cargo space. Right, what is this place? High Command? Light Industry, Mining. Mining? Volatiles. You must be selling the volatiles. Oh, never mind. Let me just have a quick overview here. It gets all the rest of this stuff in. It's building that much and it's exporting. Oh, it's got the orbital works. Oh, I see. Staging point is the command center and fleet production. That would make sense. We definitely want to save this area because I'm relying on that bonus. But when I start building my own, that plus 20% ship quality is faction wide. So I'm relying on that when I start making my own hulls to have that help out, because it's a faction wide bonus and I gain access to the faction wide bonuses. You don't talk fast enough, nobody really understands what you're saying. But you've got 35 days until they arrive. So I will bring everybody back when they arrive, because this is well, this episode's going over. Let's just put it that way. Unless I trim a lot of the travelling stuff earlier on. Right. They are about 1 day out, which is not long. I shifted from orbiting just over this side to over here because we orbit slower. Here you are. And that's why you don't want to be that side. Turn that off because they're about to do an interdiction pulse and I'll get slapped by it. That's the special task group. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh god, yeah. What's happened is there was a rebellion. One of the places we'd just taken. And so there's an extra fleet sitting here with two of what oh my god. Yeah, they picked the wrong time to arrive. In battle and engaged in battle. The defense station is engaged. We are moving in. You get to see a space battle with one of these, but yeah, I'd like to join the battle. I will transfer command for this engagement to the big ship. Continue. I can only deploy one ship, so I'm guaranteed to be able to deploy my largest ship, which is why I brought it along. Deploy. If we look at this, this is an interesting. Have we fought one of those before? Heavy standard cruiser. I think we've tangled with one of those before. They take a beating. But either way, here we go. This is us. We have no escort. We have nothing. It is just us. Standard grazer core. Keeping my flux bonus up. Hey, there's another one. Woo! I have an interesting mix of ships with me, of fighters. I did not cover those, but something to help with doing things at point blank. Oh my god, that thing just vomits missiles! Glorious! Hold on. On turn! Go sideways, you fucking idiot. Go that way. Targeting that. Shield up. Fire the array! Hey, your shields? I don't like your shields. Your shields be gone. Neither of us like your shields. Yeah, this is me just saying, friend, I don't like you. I don't like what you stand for. Or anything. Die horribly. Just explosions, flames. Yeah, there is two of us beating on this poor heavy cruiser. Oh no! He is also armed with that. He's the beamer-based type. All the beam weapons. I'm a different variant, but we've both got the... Yeah, but then I've got lots of anti-shield, so... I object to your shields and, yes. Just... Poof! Dead. Done. Right. Next. Who else wants to die horribly? You do. Oh, that destroyer wishes to die. That destroyer is now going to die. Launch missile array. Well, that one's dead. Next. Top shields. It's just a swarm of missiles. It's glorious. Also, utterly devastating. Add to the missile vomit. Second, please. Go on, yeah, you. Next. Oh dear. They appear to not be doing very good. That was a battle carrier just got. You. I choose you. I object to your existence. It is reversing though. Wrap your chops around this one. Coward! Die, ban away! Like, multiple fleets worth held in reserve. Ooh. Outdated recon cruiser. Well, you know. They held stuff in reserve and they managed to disengage with that. Yeah. Interesting looking portrait. That seems like a certain artist we all know from a previous series. Of course, these are iron shell, which is, yeah, that's why there's a load of those ones in there. Makes sense. So my brain was going, why is there so many? That's because it's actually an iron shell fleet we engaged. I gained 405 experience. A little bit from supporting actions, just basically being there, just hammering away at something is supporting. Because reasons. All combat ships in fleet gained 10 additional experience because they were there, they were looking, they watched. Maneuver to disengage. I'll perform salvage operations. I get a tiny bit of something. Still engaged in battle, but my repairs are already completed. One new faction for the simulator. Yep. I am literally just salvaging while they are fighting somewhere over in the distance. That's more like it. Right. Well, that's... Oh, the staging, the defense station is engaged, but they've only got 3 combat ships in the entire fleet at the moment, so even I could take them down. Because it says danger 2. And there's so many here, but where's the other fleet? Did they take a different access point? May have. The security detachment out there I can't quite get on screen. But I'm going to head to the station. There. Unidentified fleet. Loading supplies. Ah, right, smugglers then. You're returning to base. Have us look. Going to be strong and likely comprised of 2 fleets. Invasion versus local defense is outmatched. Yep. It's superior. Ground forces. Invasion's outcome is uncertain, except we've just annihilated one of the potential 2 fleets. You want to change doomed to what? Would increase effects from lasting damage. It's already got lasting damage. No, I'll take it as doomed then. Thank you. Right. Should really ensure that, but no point. Right. Well, we had a bit of a punch up. We got to see my Vanguard battlecruiser in action. There's probably another fleet in here, but it will go exactly the same way because the number of ship fleets that are here is just going... It's mostly because that suppression fleet was here at the same time. Which means there's 3 battlecruisers going up against them, and yeah, no. So this is a foregone conclusion. This invasion is not going to succeed. We've battered off 1 fleet, there's probably another fleet. It'll end the same way. So we will return next time for more normal content, not sitting around and waiting for a fleet to go and kick the snot out of. So on that note, thank you for watching. Till next time, this is JC, out.